Did you know we're a baseball show? We are. And my next guest is an all-star starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals. Cole Ragans, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. I'm excited to switch gears from, my NFL stuff. I want to talk F-WAR and ERA and all the things, but I really want to get to know you a little bit better. All-star season last year, learned all about you the past 24 hours. Best frickin' strikeout rate in baseball this season. I always ask pass rushers, what is it like to steal the soul from a quarterback? What does it feel like? What does it sound like? What does it actually feel like to strike someone out? Take me through every sec.
Oh man, that's I don't really know what the feeling is. It just depends on the situation more so. Sometimes you want to like yell at the top of your lungs. Sometimes you just have thoughts running through your head and you just kind of walk off straight faced. I don't know. It just kind of depends.
What do you say in your head after you you strike someone out, you hit them with one of those nasty sliders, and you've been doing it like regularly, like it's absolutely insane. Top 5 in strikeouts in all of MLB, 10 plus strikeouts in 4 of your starts this season. No other pitcher in the entire biz has more than 2, which is absolutely insane. So you hit somebody with like a nasty slider, you strike them out. What is the first thing what do you say in your head? Do you just go like, got him? Like, what is the thing that you say?
Uh, I don't, sometimes probably not the best things go through my head. Sometimes it's just like, that's a pretty good pitch. So
No,
it kind of varies. Like, it's like, I mean, when I scream, I'm screaming like, let's go, or, something like that.
yeah.
So it kind of depends on the situation that I'm in.
Yeah. Cole, who's the most satisfying guy to strike out?
Oh man. It has to be like a guy that never strikes out. So like
Okay.
if you can get like Steven Kwan or Luis Ariz or somebody that walks a lot, has a really good eye. I feel like those guys are like, they're so hard to strike out that you have to execute so well, that it's nice when you finally get them because they put the ball in play at such a high rate.
Yeah, I thought you were just going to go for like the big superstar to shut everybody up. Like Aaron Judge strikes out a lot. So he's not. So Aaron Judge ipso facto is not very satisfying to strike out.
I mean, the thing is he can turn around and hit a ball 700 feet off me as well. So, yeah, no, I mean,
That must have felt
I
pretty
just think
good, Cole. This must have felt pretty freaking cool.
I mean, is that the one? Is that the playoffs? I
Playoffs,
assume.
yes.
Yeah, that's a big. I think I walked the first 2 guys, so it was just, you know, needed an out right there. So try to get a ground ball or a strikeout, something like that.
What's the first thing in your head in that very play? Are you swearing in your head? Is it like F yeah? Is it like sit the F down? Like, what are you saying?
In that one, I'm probably more so like, all right, we got 1 out now. I'm already like transitioning into like the next guy because it's like I have 2 guys on in the first inning. I have 1 out, so it's like I need these outs. I've already thrown probably 12 or 15 pitches, and I have 1 out. Like I need to get a ground ball or something.
You're already on to the next. Can't be too high, can't be too low. I love that.
Yeah.
You take the mound on Friday against your intra-state rivals, I guess, even though different leagues and stuff, the Cardinals, right? Here's my big question for you. What boots are you going to be wearing?
How do you know about this? Oh man.
Tell me about the boots, Cole.
I'll probably I don't know. Probably I have some like cherry alligator ones that I wear that I'll probably it's either those or I have a pair of like tan pythons. So depends on what pair of pants I wear.
Got it. So there's like pant vibes too. I heard, so everyone understands, I heard a rumor, which is true, that you just corroborated. You wear amazing boots on start days. You even inspired another teammate to wear fancy boots on your start days. Why do you wear the boots and how did this thing start?
I don't know how it like came about. Like I've always kind of liked boots, and then the older I've gotten, I've started like adding to my collection of boots and getting a little bit more exotic and stuff like that. So it's just turned into start day. I
Yeah.
like to dress a little nicer, and I have a few pair of
Huh.
boots that I wear. And then you got Vinny, who started wearing jeans and boots. I got him to buy a pair, and I've gotten a few of the guys to buy a pair of boots, and there's a
Yeah.
couple guys that I'd already worn that have already, they have quite a few pair and they wear them as well.
I think it's diabolical that you would wear cherry red boots the day you're taking on the St. Louis
Well, it's like a
Cardinals.
dark cherry. It's not like a
I don't
super
care. I
bright.
love that about you. I love that. Like I love that about you. And then now I think Royals and Royals fans. And I love going to Royals games. I love it. I remember like first time I went, it was the All-Star game like so many years ago. Carl Crawford and who else? Adam Jones and all these fun guys. But like McCutcheon. But like I love that ballpark. Here's what we need. We need on start days for Cole. Can we start wearing boots and jeans? Everybody would you like that, or would you say whoa, whoa, whoa?
Oh no, I think it'd be actually pretty cool if everybody started wearing boots and jeans. That'd be funny.
Yeah, let's absolutely do that. Now, if I got these boots, how many people would I strike out?
Maybe a lot. Maybe not a
Yeah.
lot. I don't know. I've had days where I've struck out a lot. I've had days where I've struck out nobody, but
Well, you're striking everybody out. It looks like and sounds like, and you're a lefty and I'm a lefty, so I love a southpaw. We don't have enough southpaws in the NFL. I always say your GM or your manager, your skipper, Matt said this that you're on the verge of one of those streaks where you run off 6, 8, 9 really, really good starts in a row. No pressure, Cole. No pressure from your manager there. What is he seeing in you right now?
I feel like I'm super close to where I need to be. The results haven't been great the past few, but like still getting the swing and miss. My walks aren't terrible. I just need to cut down some pitch. Basically, it comes down to executing with two strikes is the biggest thing. So just trying to refine that and execute better with two strikes.
I love that. I hear you have notebooks. You have notebooks of every outing you've pitched over the past 4 years. Where do you keep them?
So I have this year's that obviously is still, it's only got this year's stuff. I travel with last year's, in case I need to look back on some notes,
Wow.
something that I have a question on, to myself about, all right, I threw well against these guys last year. What was my game plan going in? So kind of go look at what I wrote down about those guys last year. And then the 2 years before that, they're at home. I don't travel with those just because it's like I feel like I have all the notes I need in last year's. And so it's just travel with the year before. So like next year I'll travel with this year and so on and so forth.
Cole, are you telling me that you have a notebook from your days on the Frisco Rough Riders? And you've got take me to you facing the Amarillo Sod Poodles back in 2021. What did that notebook say about Geraldo Perdomo when you faced the Diamondbacks in July?
I have no idea what it says, but it's somewhere at the house, I guarantee you.
Okay. I love it. And I love that it helps you. I mean, there's something, I'm sure the Royals have somebody on staff to tell you how you did against these guys, but I think it's very cool that you have this like old school kind of way of doing that. Now, the Royals have the second best earned runs average in all of baseball. Everyone's pitching great. How competitive does it get between you guys? Is it one-upping each other every start? What's the competition like?
Definitely competition, a healthy competition. It's, everybody wants to build off of everyone. We're a super close group. And so it's just, pushing each other and competing with each other in the sense, but not like, it's like a healthy compete. Like everybody wants to do so good. So it's just, watching how this guy went about his outing and what did he do that worked well if you're facing the same team and that kind of stuff. So it's a really fun group to be a part of. I mean, those guys, it's like a perfect mix of Waka, Lugo, Lorenzen, who've been around for, 10 plus years. And then you have me and Bubic, who have, half of the time or less, half the time
Hmm.
of what they have. And so it's just like, but me and Bubic are the only two lefties. So if we face the same team, we're sitting back, watching, seeing how we went about it. But we always talk after whoever the starter was when they come out of the game. We always talk about, the game plan and what they saw and how they went about it and stuff like that.
Do you ever see Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce taking batting practice over there?
I do not. I have not seen them.
Really?
No, I have not.
Oh,
I don't
I
know.
feel
I
like
don't
that.
know. I haven't. I'm waiting for the day they come over to take BP, but no, I have
Yeah.
not seen them.
If he had 10 at bats against you, Patrick, how many hits does he get?
He hasn't swung a bat in a long time, so I'm going to say zero.
I love that. I was going to ask you a little bit about Bobby Witt, obviously robbed of his MVP to that filthy striking out Aaron Judge last year. You see him every day. He's on his way to another All-Star season. When you face him or like in practice, whatever it is, when you watch him, what makes him, from your perspective, so tough for pitchers?
Um, I mean, I don't even know if words really explain how good he is. It's like there's just like things he does that are just, he makes look very easy that are not easy in the slightest. Like he's the same guy every day, but I mean, he's incredible. I think he made a play the other day in Baltimore, like a diving play turned a big double play or something. And it's just like, you get surprised, but then you're like, oh, well, he does that all the time. Like it's just incredible. I think sometimes some days you don't realize just what you're getting to watch day in and day out. And then it just kind of, he makes a play that kind of brings it back to realization that that's not normal. And
Yeah.
it's incredible.
I love that you struggle for words to
I,
describe, and you
I,
get to watch him. I mean, like you work once every 5 days. You have a pretty, I mean, your gig's
yeah,
pretty good. You get to
yeah.
sit
I get
and
to sit
watch
back
him.
and watch those guys play. But yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable, like I said, what he does on a baseball field. And, he's the same guy every day in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
He's just unbelievable. Like I said, I don't even, words don't really, I don't even know what to say to describe how good he is.
All star, all star.
Yeah.
As are you, and hopefully the MVP this year. I hope he gets that because he's incredible, like you're saying. I like your story, Cole, because the way you get to this spot, I always look for like the journey, right? So I was like looking into that last night and this morning. And there was a time in your career, you did not throw a professional pitch for 3 years. You had back-to-back Tommy John surgeries. I want to know, like, what did that first pitch feel like after
Um,
3 years of nothing?
this is actually pretty funny. The first guy I faced in 3 years hits an absolute bomb off of me.
Who was it?
um, I forget his first name. His last name's Pagero. He's a shortstop with the Pirates. He's in the big
Okay.
leagues. Um, but he's the first guy I face and hits. I think it wasn't the first pitch, but it was the first batter. I haven't played in a while. This is in high A in Greensboro, I think. I point up thinking fly ball, and it just never comes down. And
Oh,
yeah, I
no.
mean, a lot of nerves. Obviously, haven't had that happen in a while. So, but now I just don't point unless it's like in front of me.
I think that's amazing because it just shows them. I mean, it's adversity, and you had to pick yourself
Yeah.
up. And let's burn that notebook, Cole. That notebook doesn't need to be
Yeah.
in the house. Let's chalk that one up to like let's leave that one behind us. I cannot appreciate getting to know you more. Thank you for introducing yourself to NFL. Are you an NFL guy? Are you a like? Do you watch? Do you play fantasy football? No, you're a total.
Yeah,
You're
I
a
play
total baseball guy.
No, I've started playing fantasy football the last few years.
Okay.
So
Who's
it's
your
gotten me
quarterback?
more into watching the NFL. Last year it was Jaden Daniels.
Okay. Take that, Patrick Mahomes. Take that.
He got picked early in my draft.
Of
He got
course.
picked really early. So
I think you did okay with Jaden Daniels. Appreciate you. Good luck against the St. Louis Cardinals and the rest of the season. The strikeout king, Cole Ragans. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, Cole. Thanks, Royals.
yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Bye.